Now we will discuss the what are the challenges to the big visualizations. This is we have already discussed this. Data visualization challenges is depends on the two things. One is the characteristics of your data, characteristics of your big data, and the other part is the some other problems. So first we have again one recap of what are the different, what are the characteristics of your big data. That is the volume. What is means volume? Volume is what? Under this volume, under this volume parameters, there are the some methods which are developed to work with the huge number of data sets and obtain the meaningful informations from the huge amount of data. So volume is nothing but the data quantity. Next one is the variety. There are the some methods which are developed to join as many data sources as required. Variety means your data is present in the different forms. It may be data forms. Data may be present in image form. Data may be present in video form. Data may be present in voice forms, etc. Next one is the velocity. Velocity, there are some methods which are developed to replace the batch processing with the real-time stream processing. Velocity means the speed, and it is depends on the real-time applications. And next one is the value. There are the some methods which are not only developed to enable the user for producing the attractive infographic and heat maps, but also produce the business value by analyzing the big data. Value is nothing but it is depends on the different types of the organizations, what type of data they have. And next one is the veracity. There are some methods which are developed to avoid the decision making depending of analysis of certain and rough big data by assessing a variety rate or the variety sectors of the particular database. Veracity is the depends on the different veracity in the causes the uncertainty image, the uncertainty or it is causes the omitting or skipping the valuable data. Means we are having we are veracity is defined and the define the omitting means we are not getting the proper data. It may be in the form of the garbage, it may be in the form of some skip value data. Okay, so these are the different 5 major characteristics of your big data. Now diversity and the heterogeneity in the big data certains creates a big problems with the visualizations data. From hiding the big data, scalability, the cloud computing and the advanced graphical user interface are combined with the big data. Okay, so sometimes we are not required complete data to display. You have to hide some data because suppose we are delivering giving the data to the other persons and we want to keep some data, we want to hide some data from that particular third person. That times these particular things we can develop or design through the graphical user interface. Usually big data is an unstructured format and do the visualizations. The unstructured data, tables, text, trees, graphs and other metadata is used. The visualizations of big data is done as possible as closer to the data so as efficiently extract meaningful informations. Okay, so for the discovery the process in the big data, the effective data visualization is needed. As the discovery process introduce few challenges like the high complexity and high dimensions due to the amount of data. So some other problems occurs in the big data visualizations techniques is first one is the that is the visual noise. That is a visual noise. What is visual noise? A data set can have the object which are too relevant to each other, so user unable to separate them on the screen while the visualizing. Visual noise means what? Some garbage data or unwanted data are mixed with your original data. That is a visual noise. Information loss, it is possible to perform the reductions on the visual data set, but there may be the information loss while doing so. Information loss means again not completely data is available with that with your data with this with the catch data. Okay, that is the information loss. It is possible to perform the reductions on the visible data set. Then large image perceptions, the aspects ratio, device resolutions and physical perceptions limit the data visualizations method. Large image perceptions means maybe image that particular things means visualize data we can access on a different devices. Sometimes it may be the laptop system, desktop system, or sometimes it may be the your small device, that is the mobile. So that times large image perceptions point has come up because your data should be managed according to the device width or the size. Then high rate image changes, user can be only observe the data and cannot respond to the amount of data change or image intensity or the display. High rate of image change means it is defined as the intensity of your device and high performance requirement. It can be hardly noticed in static visualizations because of low visualization speed required. So higher performance requirements, as per the requirement, this data cannot be converted as the desired with the desired intensity. So solution for the big data visualizations problems are also there, and these problems are like the speed upping the process, understanding the data, the or addressing the data quality, displaying the meaningful results, then addressing displaying the meaningful results and dealing with the offers. So what are the solutions? So that is speed upping the process. What is mean by the speed upping the process? That is by using the faster hardware we can speed up the analysis process. By interacting the money and using powerful parallel processing we can increase the speed, and by using a grid approach where the number of machines are used the strong data in the memory. So the visual challenges in the visualization, that is the high performance requires or the high rate of image changes. So that particular things we can cover upping the by using the high speed upping the process means we can use the strong hardware device or the faster hardware device to overcome these problems. Next one is the understand the data, that is the understanding the data, taking the help of proper domain expert to understand it correctly. So sometimes when we are visualize the data, so to proper visualizations or the exact visualizations we can take the help of the peoples who are expertise in that particular domain. Next one is the addressing the data quality, assuring the data quality by using the data governance or the information management process. Because what type of the quality there is not any benchmark is available regarding the quality. So that means we can take the advantages or we can take the advice from the data governance or the information management process. And displaying the meaningful results, effective visualizations of data is done by clustering the data into the higher level views where the smaller groups of data are visible. And deadline with the outliers, removing the outliers from the data to create a separate data chart for those outlines are the possible solutions to deal with them. Displaying the meaningful results and dealing with the outlier. Display the meaningful results means as the required result you have to display. This is the one of the solutions for the high rate solutions for the one of the challenges. And due to the large size of dimensions of big data, visualizations become the more challenging. So these are the dealing with the outliers.